We're live. Okay, we're a little bit early, so I'm going to just hang out here for a few seconds. We went live a little early because we've had some notorious problems going live on YouTube lately. So, oh, can you slide that calendar alert? Oh, it went away. Never mind.
Good.
We're off to a great start, aren't we? Hello, and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen. I don't think anyone's joined us yet, but they're in for a treat when they do, because it's a live Thursday night happy hour. We normally do just a regular Thursday happy hour episode, but we thought it would be fun to go live this week. So what the heck, we're going live, and we're making, I've been under the weather, so we're actually each going to make a drink, but I am making something that I need to be upfront and say that I'm not a doctor. And I have no medical training.
Nor do you play one on TV.
Nor do I play one on TV. So your physician might disagree with what I'm about to say. But I am making what I consider my favorite cold medicine. And I am starting with 2 ounces of bourbon. Oh, that just jumped. Okay, I'm going to say that again. I'm making my favorite cold medicine because the video just jumped and I don't know what, if anything.
Who knows what's happening on the other end?
Who knows what's happening? Anyway, thanks YouTube. So I'm making cold medicine.
Hello, Jilly. Hello, Lori.
Hi, thank you for joining us. I am just sharing my favorite recipe for cold medicine. And I just made a medical disclaimer that I'm not a doctor, and your doctor might disagree with my favorite cold formula, but here goes.
Dr. Larice says, I'm not a doctor, but I know how to drink gin.
I know. So I'm starting with 2 ounces of bourbon.
Gin, of course, started out as medicine in the 17th century.
And I'm using Maker's Mark.
46.
No, this is just regular Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
As you can see, our Maker's bottle is dressed for winter in its
Certainly
winter
for today.
attire. It has a sweater, a scarf, and these are literally
Earmuffs.
Maker's Mark earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
So thank you to them.
Bottle's
for their
ready to go.
Fabulous attire for our bottle.
Keep them nice and warm.
So anyway, I started with 2 ounces of Maker's Mark, and I'm going to use 3/4 of an ounce of maple liqueur. I'm using one we bought at Christmas when we were up in Vermont. It's from Putney Mountain Winery.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in Putney, Vermont, definitely pick this one up. It's very good.
They have a number of different liquors that they had on the sample station. Boy, they were all good.
They were really good, yes.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend this one. But if you can't get that one, a good maple liqueur will do. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice.
Hello, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add 5 dashes of Hella Bitters smoked chili bitters. I want this to be hot and spicy.
Where can you find such bitters?
On our store.
Oh, very
on
good.
our Amazon store.
Hello Bitters, I believe. These are from Brooklyn?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Brooklyn,
those
New
are
York.
made in Brooklyn.
There's a couple of, they've a few things in their line. They're all really good.
Oh, yeah. No, they have quite a few by
And
now.
the smoked chili it's got some zip.
It's a good one. So anyway, I did 2 ounces of bourbon. I used Maker's Mark, but do you. 3/4 of an ounce maple liqueur. I used Putney Mountain Winery, whatever you can get. But if you're in Putney, Vermont, stop in.
Please.
1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice and 5 dashes of Hella smoked chili bitters. Hella Bitters smoked chili bitters. So I'm ready for my cold medicine.
There we go.
Oh, the other cold medicine I've taken has been in pill form today. I'm not okay with that.
This one is also in pill form. It just happens to be a large pill and fluid.
Especially after going into the city
And it comes in a
today.
conical glass.
Oy vey.
But still, no less a pill.
Who else is getting... Oh, Patrick and Larissa probably both getting the storm.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes,
Slapped.
that was scary.
Because south of us and east of us was certainly getting hit hard. So I will assume Massachusetts, yeah. And I don't think that your Walmer is going to be spared this one.
And Paul drove me to and from the train station, so he did a lot of driving in the snow today. So, Fez is off to you. That was, I wouldn't have wanted to do it.
I would recommend you don't, as a matter of fact.
Oh. You want to try it?
Yes, I want to try it.
He had the flu, so I don't think he's worried about catching my cold.
I had something, and it lasted about 10 days, and it was a lot of hacking after hours.
You had fever.
I had a fever for like a day, but then after that it was a head cold. Yeah, that'll cure the cold. Well, if it doesn't cure the cold, it'll make you feel better. Yeah.
So what do we?
Not a lot of snow in Walmart, but the wind. Yeah, we're getting wind.
Yes, our house is freezing. And all the storm windows are on. It's that windy.
14 inches of snow up there.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I shoveled, what, 6 or 7? That was enough. It was fluffy, but it's all frozen. It's horrible.
Yeah. So I have my little Kleenex box over here for my...
Prepared. Oh, by the way, in keeping with our current practice, no music. Put on whatever music you think is appropriate.
Yes, exactly.
At some point,
some cocktail music might be nice.
That'd be an excellent idea. You know, it's these bloody copyright issues with your YouTubes and etc., folks. And I'm just not going to go.
Well, I understand that the artists want to get paid.
Sure, so do I. And I think
we all want to get paid.
All of our fellow producers currently watching would like to say.
I also like to get paid.
I would like them to get paid.
I can get behind it.
Definitely. So at one point, somebody had a good suggestion to put up a playlist on one of the,
I think we need to do
one of the sites that you could just go and download.
Episode.
Here's a good idea.
Just to, like different music to listen to for your different cocktails. I think I can see that coming soon.
It was like a Pandora playlist. We could probably get something like that going and say,
that's a good
hey,
idea.
set that up and just like, when an episode starts, start it. It'll be great.
Yeah, that was a good idea, actually.
Sure.
So,
there you go.
So are you going to... We have something to try tonight, too. Have a little unbottling.
Yes, we do.
This Kahlua salted caramel liqueur that we picked up when we were in New Hampshire. I don't know, it sounded fun, so we haven't tried it yet. We'll try that one a little bit later.
Hello to Chad.
Hi! Thank you for joining us for happy hour. I just made cold medicine.
Hello to Doug. Says Jet Show is on WEFT right now. Oh, Jet Sterling.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Right.
Yeah, put on Jet Sterling's show.
Sure.
WEFT.
That's suitable.
Yes.
If you can get that. No, I think that's broadcast.
That's broadcast. That's internet.
I mean, webcast.
Internet, yeah.
Because I think they do broadcast locally. That should be from Champagne, the bubbly city.
Bubbly city.
So
Urbana-Champaign.
So if Jet is actually ever tuning into this on a rebroadcast, here's a shout out. Now, what else is good for colds? Well, here's a classic for you. I decided to do a sort of a hot toddy, hot buttered rum kind of a thing. Now, that's actually pretty darn easy. Your rum of choice. My rum of choice today, I decided to go with Buzzers British Navy rum. Hot still style rum, has a very distinct flavor, very nice and even, about 80 proof, which is good. You could go higher, but you don't need to because you probably want to repeat. So, start out with...
It's really bright.
That is very bright.
Light is incredibly bright.
We're a little washed out
very
right
pale.
I don't know why that is. Maybe it's the color wheel. Who knows? Anyway, so we're going to start with, this is about 1 ounce and a quarter maybe of the Buzzers. Whatever rum you have on hand that you like, use. I recommend something darker, amber at least, and something with some flavor because you're going to taste it. And the next thing you need to do, give it a squeeze. I happen to have a section of lime right here.
Glad we bought lime before the storm.
Please, I'm not going out on this.
I know.
And the next thing you need to do is add some boiling water. Oh, I happen to have some boiling water. Well, it was boiling, close enough. And you fill that up.
It's still hot. It's still very hot.
Plenty hot. You don't exactly need to drink boiling. That would actually scald. And your final touch is a pat of butter. And we'll just put that right in like that. And you let that melt a little bit. Give it a bit of a stir.
I might need one of those too.
You might. It's a funny drink in that you've just basically got like this fat melting on top of the glass. But when you're feeling down and it's freezing cold and it's just miserable and sleet and your life is blah and all that kind of business, particularly if you've been shoveling it, you'd appreciate just a bit of fat melting on the top of this, quite frankly. I'm going to modify this slightly in a way that's actually rather natural by adding some bitters. And I think I'll just add Angostura. You can add a lot of bitters to this. Any good old-fashioned bitter should do fine. Just adds a little bit of flavor. And this should be in everybody's arsenal anyway.
You can usually buy it at the supermarket.
Yep.
Unless you have our supermarket. But otherwise, any other supermarket has it.
So I'll give this a bit of a stir. And because of the hot water, that will just melt right down. It's actually quite a nice temperature right now. And I'm going to pass this over to our sick victim here, who's got the head cold now. It's got a rather light flavor.
Good.
And you can have a few of those and feel like, the warmth is good, a little bit of the rum is good for flavor. And if you decided that you wanted to use alternate fluids, you could put some hot cider in there, and that works really well.
Really good. Ugh,
and if you decided that you had hot pear juice or something like that, or hot cranberry, that would also work great. So there's a lot of variations in this business. Hot cranberry.
You could do that.
Sounds pretty good.
You want to catch us up on some comments?
I don't mind if I do.
I know we've been missing them.
Sorry.
The trees are coming down tomorrow. Well, these trees. We have about 50 trees this year, so they're not all coming down tomorrow, but a few of them will.
Mama Sims, if you're going to have cocktails, might as well be as stylish as you two. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Definitely. Well, and as stylish as you, Mama. Now, let's see. If I knew you were doing cold medications, I'd challenge you to do something that tastes like cherry Robitussin. Some people actually just take that as a cocktail. I don't recommend that. Rather nasty flavor to that.
We could do
but
something cherry.
We have cherry stuff, don't we?
Yes.
Well, challenge accepted.
Oh boy. I hope all the cold pills are out of my system. I don't want to kill my liver.
No, Julie doesn't like something. Something went, ew. What is that? The buttery drink? Try it. Well, actually, you don't do this kind of stuff, so whatever. But seriously. Oh, maybe it's the Robitussin thing. Yeah, a shot of this stuff, it's the stuff you take when you're sick and you say, that tasted terrible, but it'll make me feel better.
I love a challenge.
But if we could make something, that tastes like that without that like real nasty medication taste to it, but also has the cherry taste to it, which should be quite nice. You got an idea?
I do have an idea.
Oh, good. Like doctors always say, a good way to help get over a cold is drink plenty of fluids. Just saying, said Darius.
Well, if you say so.
Who did the Robitussen? Yeah,
I'm here sharing my formula for cold medicine, so we're all doctors today.
I remember years ago taking. I had like a bad head cold, and I was at work. It was going back easily 20, 25 years, and I had either some Robitussin or some something with the epinephrine in it, and I was high as a kite. Wow, when your head is kind of light to begin with, and you take that stuff, it's like, yeah, I'm sailing. So it's like I start to understand why people abuse these things. I don't recommend you do,
No.
But well, it felt pretty good,
Some light just burned out on the other side of the room.
Oh my.
Sorry.
Well, can't tell.
Very distracting.
Can't tell. It's pretty bright here still.
Anyway, okay, my idea.
Shall I clear some things away and let's get to that? Do you need this thing again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about
so.
This thing?
Let's not forget to sample our Kahlua after all that.
Well,
I'm glad I don't have to wake up in the morning.
I do.
I know. Paul does. Oh, well, can I get a different one?
You need a measure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you brought over the sour cherry cordial, which is what I was thinking of to start. This might go horribly south. We'll find out together. That's the fun about making something live.
If it does, it was Patrick's idea.
I won't blame Patrick. He said Robitussin. He didn't tell me to do this. All right. This was all my idea.
Challenge accepted.
All right. Oh boy, we're going to need to buy more sour cherry cordial soon.
Well, it comes in a small bottle.
It does.
That is the fact of life.
I know. All right. So I did 1.5 ounces of sour cherry cordial. And I am going to add to that, where do you go? Oh. Some Campari. See where I'm going with this?
Oh, yeah. You definitely have the color, and you've got something very medicinal tasting.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Well, the herbal nature of the bitters.
1/2 ounce or 3/4?
Start with half.
Here.
It could help. It's been up for a month. Some of you have seen it in person. It's been lovely. We were very happy to have you.
I think I need a little splashy of vodka too.
Okay.
So, oh no, that's
wait.
here.
There
Sorry.
you go. Sponsor vodka.
Sorry, send him away. I am using Bootlegger 21 vodka from Prohibition Distillery because we love them. Let's see. I'm going to do an ounce.
Full ounce?
I got a full ounce. Don't sniff my drink. It's not ready to be sniffed.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to get the nose what's going on there. There's a very heavy hit of the Campari.
Okay, good.
Which is good. Part of the idea.
All right.
It may not taste exactly like your Robitussen because of the lack of cherry, although
there's
even
a full ounce and a half of cherry in there.
Well, oh wow. Okay.
All right.
Maybe it does.
Can you hold this for a sec? There's this big blob of ice that's not broken.
Okay. I'm just holding the ice. I shoveled it earlier. I might as well hold it now. Surely, why not?
Is that cold?
Oh no.
Here, you put it back now. Thank you.
Got my hot toddy over here.
Okay, so this was an ounce and a half of sour cherry cordial. I used American fruits. You could use Wisniak. You could use...
There is cherry. Hearing,
yeah, cherry.
For instance.
You could just, anything
very
cherry.
Very heavy, very dark, very syrupy.
I wouldn't do maraschino. I don't think that would give you the results that you desire.
I like maraschino a lot. Some people do not. It has a very specific flavor. It's not just cherry. There's also like cherry pits and things. So it has a sort of a, what else was that flavor? Sort of an almondy hit to it. And it works very well in specific cocktails like the Aviation. That's what it's there for. But it is not as cherry forward as, say, a herring.
Or the sour cherry.
Or the sour cherry.
From American fruits.
Yeah. So.
Wisniak. Wisniak's a good one because it's cheap.
It is. It's made in
Poland,
Poland,
and it's good. Yeah, it's actually really good. You
probably find it in a lot of ethnic markets in any of your urban areas, and I think that any of these urban areas that these people are here have a pretty good Polish population. So
anyway, I'm dying to try this. I'm not sure I achieved Robitussen, but
I achieved something all right.
We'll find out.
About to see.
I need another glass.
Experimentation is the soul of something or other. Oh, hello.
Okay, so this was an ounce and a half of sour cherry cordial, half ounce of Campari, and an ounce of vodka.
Apparently, Punchy, Sick, Paul, and Kelly are funny.
Thank
so Patrick.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been a day. It's been a really good day, but it's been
I'm a little punchy from just shoveling it out there. It was nasty.
Public transportation was no joke today.
No fun.
No.
No fun. What was your train was down to 2 cars? Mm-hmm. Big fun. That's usually about a 5-car train.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think it is pretty darn on the mark.
Oh, hello.
You know what? It probably needs a tiny bit more cherry.
Okay.
But I like it.
Yeah, agreed on the cherry. Give it like you had like a ounce and a half.
I used an ounce and a half. Let's give it another half ounce.
Half ounce. We'll try that.
Okay.
We need to have that little machine where you can just pour a little into it, and Patrick can sample this. So you see, did we achieve it?
Does it taste like Robitussen to you?
Did we give you what you're looking for? Because special orders don't upset us, even particularly with really horrible tasting liqueurs. If you have something that's like, wow, it's kind of nasty. But let's face it, like Campari straight up is like very bitter.
I like it. I actually really like it.
It's really, really astringent. So you do have to cut it with something
to stir it with.
Use the handle.
I'm going to use the handle of Paul's spoon.
Otherwise, you're getting buttery.
No, I don't want to make this one buttery.
You.
All right, now let's see what we think. We're going to have to make some more room if we want to add any more.
Mm-hmm. Too true.
It's still very Campari, but I'm getting more... Yeah. Yes. I might have it here.
Soda and Campari, says Doug. Yes, so that's a classic.
Mm-hmm. I think I might have that.
It's a little less Campari on the nose. Interesting.
On the nose.
Robitussen, more or less.
Yeah.
There you go. We got it.
I think I got it.
Medication.
Because I could add a little more dairy, and it would be even more... I think what I would do is and I'll put this when I write this cocktail out. I think I would still do 2 ounces of the cherry because, it's not cheap, so I would do 2 ounces. And then maybe I don't want to take the Campari down to a quarter, maybe a third.
Maybe a third.
Of an ounce.
That's a weird measure for a cocktail, but
it is.
If you're trying to nail it in.
Right, and then an ounce of the vodka.
An ounce of the vodka. Yeah. And it's funny that it kind of works like a Negroni variation.
Yeah, it is very
it's somewhere,
Negroni,
in that family, which is kind of nice.
But
Negroni, which normally has gin,
like it.
it's like, yeah, well, you could
But
sell
I like
vodka.
Campari straight up. So
Weirdo.
I know. I actually wasn't horrified by Malort, so.
Oh yeah, we did the Malort challenge, and I got to say, I think we kind of shocked Porco. What was the other stuff that was? Wasn't any of that stuff? They had something else that was an Amaro that was bitter, 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 bitter. I could say that 100 more times. Wow. And it's like, and once you're done with it, you're like, it's a long finish. Ooh, wow.
They kept their Amaros on what they called the wall of pain.
Yeah.
And we were just like, tastes good.
I guess we've been drinking.
Which means I guess we've been drinking for a long time.
This kind of stuff. And also the Rabarbaro back there, that is quite bitter. That's quite astringent.
I like that though.
I do like that. Yeah. And it's not like I'm taking a shot of it. I'm taking like a half ounce in a cocktail and mixing up, and it's like, that's your bitter note. And that's one of your flavor profiles. And look, we get older, we like more bitter flavors. Well, we do anyway. Some people don't. And but bitter flavors are good.
Who's getting older?
Everyone's getting older. You're older than you were before, and now you're even older.
Anyway, let's crack this bad boy open.
Shall we?
Kahlua salted caramel, rum, and coffee liqueur, and salted caramel.
Okay, Patrick says, now I should do Nyquil and Bear chewable aspirin and all sorts of medicine-flavored cocktails. I have a good idea.
Get this open.
You prototype those things.
I like the Bear Children's aspirin idea, though. Does anyone remember St. Joseph's Children's
St.
aspirin?
Joseph.
That was orange.
Yeah.
And for like many years, I always called that color Children's aspirin orange.
Yeah, it's just because it is. Here you go. I got it. So
my review of Kahlua salted caramel begins with I couldn't get it open.
We also have a hi from Dan's Vlogs. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey,
thank you for joining us.
And Doug says, digestivos after big meals. That's exactly what you do with them.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, you're forgetting the last step. Drop in 2 cherry-flavored cough drops or zinc lozenges. Oh, zinc lozenges. Oh.
I remember zinc lozenges.
They don't do anything. That's my personal, because I tried them, right? Some people swear by them. I'm like, really? You're smoking dope. And you probably should just take the dope because that's actually medicinal.
What was it, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago? It was all like echinacea. Everyone was all about the echinacea.
Oh, yeah, the echinacea extract. I remember that was in some sort of bottle that looked like bitters, and you would put it on your tongue, and it tasted horrible.
Yeah, but there were the echinacea drops, too, that everyone was like...
No, it did nothing. It did nothing. This is all a smokescreen, folks. This thing will actually do something for you. We guarantee it.
It will knock you out.
And you'll be like, in the morning, you'll say, hey, I slept really well.
You'll wake up refreshed.
You don't get any of this mumbo-jumbo from the kitchen.
No, you don't.
So, we got this thing
It's
here?
right there.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, I poured yours.
So this is the Kahlua salted caramel. Let's try the nose.
Yeah.
It smells very caramel.
Clink, though.
Oh, clinky drinky.
Hey,
Bear Bros.
I know.
Yeah. So that does have a distinct caramelly note on the nose. Ed?
I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to try it. I like it.
You're absolutely getting coffee.
Tastes like dessert.
Caramel. And I guess it's salty. I'm not really getting a salty profile, but it doesn't matter.
I'm getting a little, you know what? I'm not necessarily getting salt per se. I'm getting tang.
Tang. Maybe that's
Tangy.
it. That's it. Not Tang the orange drink, which actually would be a pretty good component of any sort of children's aspirin flavored cocktail. We're thinking now. But this is a great little after dinner thing and would probably be a very good component in a dessert drink. And
I'm thinking of using this in next Tuesday's cocktail.
Hello. Ideas.
Yes. Actually, it's not a cocktail, it's a drink.
A drink.
Cocktails have bitters, apparently.
Cocktail, by definition, the original definition of cocktail
have bitters.
Is something with your liquors
this won't
and
have
mixers
bitters.
that has bitters.
But it will have this and many other good things.
And other good things
that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, actually, this is quite nice because it's in the Kahlua family. They dialed down the coffee and put up a little caramel note, and it's got a good balance, I think.
I really love Kahlua and Kahlua's siblings like this. Because they're perfect if if you're out to a nice fancy dinner or something and you don't want you want dessert but you're stuffed and you don't want dessert.
And an entire slice of cheesecake is going to put you under the table. Or a Kahlua.
A Kahlua it's like Jell-O. There's always room for Kahlua.
There's always room for Kahlua. And it's a Mexican product, and we have been to Mexico several times, and I have to say that the places that we have been...
Been to Mexico a lot.
Quite a bit, yeah, yes. The places that we have been, the service has been excellent, and the locals are very welcoming, and they serve up just fantastic food and drink in their country. And I think that Kahlua is it's an excellent local product, locally grown coffee. They got good stuff down there.
We took a cooking class in Mexico.
Yes. I make tortillas now.
It was so good. We make our own tortillas.
They're the best.
It was awesome. If you go to Mexico and you have an opportunity to take a cooking class, do it.
Please.
Yeah, it was so great.
The cooking is frequently very simple and excellent.
And they every course comes with booze. I'm just saying, it was fun.
Mexico was colonized by the Spanish, and there's a very European influence on that.
Exactly.
After all, and by now we've had also 500 more years of various migrations. You have the Germans, which is why Mexicans have beer. That is, Vienna-style lagers, as a matter of fact. And what other? There's been an English influence.
What else do I have to say?
There's all sorts of migrations that have added to it, and it's really fantastic. There's a Jewish population in Mexico. You think, what? But yes, there are such things.
Oh, there was that Israeli place.
Yes, there was.
We saw an Israeli restaurant in Cancun, and their logo was Jughead from the Archie comics.
I never realized Jughead...
Speaking of copyright strikes.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I never realized that Jughead had made mitzvah, but hey, what do you know? He's got a good appetite. He'll make his mother proud.
Anyway. This is good. I'm using this in next Tuesday's cocktail.
Well, good idea, right?
Yes. I'm sorry, drink.
Drink.
I'm not going to have beers.
It's not a cocktail. It's
drink.
Drink. Well, that's the command, isn't it?
That's right.
Well, folks, let's see where we're getting to. That's about right. But do we need to do anything else for you in a medicinal fashion?
The children's aspirin one might...
that may require...
I might pose a little bit more of a challenge, but on the other hand, when have we ever backed down from a challenge?
I'll back down from it now because our can of Tang is at work. So I have to retrieve it.
I wasn't thinking of Tang.
Oh, you weren't? I think it'd be perfect.
It would be something.
Nyquil, I'm trying to think. What in the world is the flavor of Nyquil?
I haven't had Nyquil in a really long time. What does Nyquil taste like?
I seem to recall it's sort of licoricey and horrible.
We have Ouzo.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, we have Ouzo.
Let me see what the fans say.
What?
Nyquil's and its flavor.
All three of you.
Oh.
What do you have to say?
Jello shots like Jello 1, 2, 3. There we go. Dang yourself.
Jello 1, 2, 3. I remember Jello 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I just date myself? Oops.
Yeah, well, so did everybody. Larissa says for salt.
Everyone dated me? What?
What? No. Dated self.
We might have to go live every Thursday. I'm having way too much fun.
This could be a pretty good time.
Man.
Let's see here.
It's nuts.
Constant consumer. Hey, y'all. Hey, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. Oh, thank you for joining us. I'm so glad to see you.
Yeah, somebody was noting old school children's aspirin was super orange flavored. Yes,
it was,
very,
yes.
Very fakey orange. Very much like Tang. That's why I think we need it. I wonder what I could do.
Well, we have orange juice.
Yeah.
We have Grand Marnier, which is not fake at all. It's
no.
really good.
It's intense and very orangey peely.
That's why I was thinking of NyQuil, because we have Ouzo. I happen to not be a huge fan of anise, but Paul could field this one.
Wow. Okay. Let's try this out then. I need something to shake in.
We don't have a million shakers. We do have a shaker down there.
Yes, we do. Okay.
Not a million, but we do have one.
We have one. One's all I need.
Oh, man. I'm going to be so sad to take down the Christmas stuff, but you know what? It's time.
It's a shame.
It's time.
All right, I'm going.
We have comments.
Yes. Galliano.
Comment.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have Galliano. We have a lot of Galliano, actually. Oh, thank you. That was Lorraise, right? Thank you, Lorraise.
Yes, it was. Well, what the heck? I never actually...
Oh, yeah, you gotta show that too, though, because we already... Since we're already tagging Maker's Mark, this was, I think, last year. They sent us little mistletoe for our bottles. So, yay for Maker's Mark. Oh my
I'm sticking with vodka. Although I'm not using the expensive stuff. Because, hey, this is imitating cough syrup.
No, but that's okay vodka.
Well, it's an excellent vodka, actually. Cortesio.
And there was a $10 rebate on that bottle, so ka-ching.
I like it.
Oh my gosh. I went into the city today to choose new music for the class I'm taking, and it was awesome. I love my coach. I love my voice teacher. I love all of them, but wow, like, did I trudge through snow to get to all of that? My reward in heaven will be big, I'm sure. Ooh, is that a new bottle?
Do we have a half-sea bottle, or is this...
No, I think that's it.
Okay, that's it. Fresh bottle. Hello.
Oh, he's cracking a new bottle.
Soldier.
Woohoo.
I started with 1.5 ounces, more or less, of vodka. I'm going to add a 1/2 ounce of the Galliano. I think that'll be plenty.
Boy.
Notice we, in fact, still never back down from a challenge.
So far, this has got disco written all over it.
It's we did a drink called the Disco Sour at one point that did in fact involve Galliano, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah, it did. It was actually quite good, as I recall. Now, I think that Nyquil, in fact, is sort of a dark blue. That indicates that I need to reach for the blue curacao. Is it available?
It is, but I feel like you're probably going to need some Ouzo too, don't you think?
Maybe. I know where the Ouzo is.
It's here. It's for sure here.
No, it's over there.
Where?
I know where the
Oh, I
Ouzo
see
is.
it, I see it, I see it. Okay. Got it.
There we go. Here's the blue.
Got it.
We're treading on some really thin ice here, mixing the anise with the orange. So let's find out. This could be horrible.
Dear Paul's boss, if Paul doesn't show up at work tomorrow,
It's because he took cold medicine.
it's because he
Well,
took cold medicine.
You know, in terms of like the
Like
experimentation.
dear remember that Welcome Back Cotter when oh god I'm dating myself again.
Yeah, there we go.
Signed Epstein's mother.
Signed Epstein's mother.
Oh
Well, you know,
gosh. Everyone knows I'm
experimentation.
old.
Experimentation is the soul
Wah,
of.
wah, wah, wah.
And if this is horrible, yeah, well, so is Nyquil. It's not supposed to taste good.
Ooh, this is,
I'm gonna give you. That's
man.
probably a 1/4 ounce.
ooh, it's green.
Close enough.
It's green. Signed Epstein's mother.
Out on a
How I
limb-
wish Donna was here right now.
Out on a limb for you folks. I'm actually gonna try this along the way just so I know where I'm going.
Ooh, no, don't try that without ice. Oh, he's trying it without ice.
You know something?
You need lime.
That tastes an awful lot like Nyquil. Well, I'll throw some lime in. I happen to have a little squeeze
Need
left
some
here.
lime. That's not going to be
Give it a
palatable.
little squeeze.
Yuck.
And I'm wondering, just for kicks, I'm gonna goose this with some Ouzo.
Oh no. I'm the one with the cold. I really should try this, but I'm scared.
We have some Ouzo, which in fact has no Western letters on it. It is
Why do we
literally in Greek
Why do we
characters.
have Ouzo? Who gave us Ouzo?
My old manager gave me some Ouzo, and this actually did come from Greece. It is. Let me see if I can read this properly. San Turnabou.
Like he can read Greek.
I can pronounce Greek characters. And this says Ouzo.
Alpha,
Yeah.
Chi, Sigma, Beta. Yeah, so can I.
Gusayon Turnabou.
What does it mean?
I have no idea. Well, that's
Well, there we go. Okay, thank you.
Edelkon. And Ketsuru. So that's the actual maker of this. It's a phonetic language. Come on. I'm gonna just a dash. Yeah, that's pretty strong. There we go. That's probably no more than 1/8 of an ounce. Remember, we experiment for you.
I just love that we're finally using the Ouzo. I saw the Ouzo the other day. I was like, we have Ouzo? Okay.
Constant consumers watching us from the hot tub. 5 degrees in VA. Virginia is south of us. You have fewer degrees.
No, I always say
Oh man!
When people talk about their bucket list, they're like, "Oh, I want to go to Machu Picchu. I want to do this or that." I'm like, my bucket list is to own a hot tub.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I can sum it up. I want to have a hot tub.
Could you ice me, please?
Well, all that's left is this chunk of ice.
I'll be right back.
You want this?
No.
We have a lot of ice. It's just in the other freezer, and you know. So, how's everyone's new year going? I'd say ours is going well. We're not having a winter like we had last year. Last year we had snow once, and I was okay with that. This year, it's a little different. Every day brings something different. The bomb cyclone.
The bomb cyclone. Yeah, we're working with the bomb cyclone here.
I know. I don't even know what that means. I wasn't, honestly, when I was in New York City today, it just felt like a garden variety blizzard.
Which means that the weather guys sit around like downing these cocktails and laughing it up and saying, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make up a term.
Bomb cyclone.
Ha ha ha.
It was no different than any other blizzard. Hello. Now, I'm not on Long Island or coastal, so I will say that if you are coastal or on Long Island, it might have been different. Yep. But in New York City, it just was a blizzard, and it sucked, and they don't shovel the subway steps.
Yeah, big fun.
So, yeah, you take your life in your hands, trying to get on the subway.
Take your chances.
Or off the subway, but otherwise, I don't know.
Well, as I recall from actually going to college on Long Island, when it gets to this part of the year, you just need to like have a full head. You need the balaclava. You need like a full head cover. It's just
I know, but then
be slap. Seriously.
But they think that you're a bank robber.
Fine. Because otherwise you die. Your ear falls off.
I know.
It's really too much.
One of our local banks has a sign when you go in to use the ATM that says if you walk in with your hood up or wearing sunglasses, they think you're a bank robber. I'm just saying, if you don't want to be thought of as a bank robber, don't do that.
Lori's points out that there seems to be some sort of hyperbole in weather reporting since Superstorm Sandy. Yeah, that may have really kicked us up into a different notch.
Yeah.
Right?
Bomb cyclone.
So what have I got here?
Oh, wow, that's super green.
It's pretty green. Patrick asked for NyQuil, and he's going to get NyQuil. You've got an ounce and a half.
Wants it or not.
Ounce and a pardon me, I have the vodka. You've got half an ounce of, did I put half an ounce of the Galliano?
Yes.
Yep, yeah. The Galliano. And I put a good healthy splash of the blue stuff, the blue curacao. And then I gave just a dash of the Ouzo.
You only used a little bit of the Ouzo.
Yeah, it was just a dash of the Ouzo.
I'm your witness.
That's just for kicks and and giggles.
I'm your alibi.
And I give it a squeeze of lime so that this possibly doesn't taste completely like candy. And I'm actually going to shake it up and pour it. And here comes the fun.
I'm dying to try this, even though I expect it to be awful.
I think this is going to taste a lot like NyQuil.
Well, NyQuil tastes awful, so there you go.
It's medicine. It's supposed to taste awful. Your cocktail is not supposed to taste awful. However, if you're trying to imitate something, maybe it gets it, right? It has a lovely blue cast to it.
It's kind of pretty.
It should properly be darker. We might be able to attack that.
I feel like if you were in a restaurant and you ordered a drink and it came to your table looking like this with maybe
ooh, pretty.
A lime wedge on it, you'd think, ooh, pretty.
Pretty indeed.
I'm going to try it before Paul does.
Give it a whirl. It's your funeral.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's more anise than I'm not a big fan of licorice. And it's definitely more anise than I like, but it's all right.
It's actually, after all, that a competent cocktail.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like NyQuil. It tastes like licorice. But But it's really like, I mean, honestly I don't like licorice and I would still drink it, which probably says something about me. But
well, Nyquil has an anise flavor added to it, which is some sort of artificial flavor, right? And it also has the actual medicine, which is supposed to like keep your cough down, which tastes horrible. So they mask it with the actual flavor. Now, if you could put something in there that would make this like have a distinct like aftertaste of like, ooh, that's terrible, then you'd have Nyquil. I don't know why you would put that on a cocktail, except that we got a challenge.
you know what? As far as I could like anise, I like that.
Okay. Well, really?
Yeah.
Wow. She despises anise, so that's pretty
Well,
good.
yeah. It's
Hello. So thank you to Patrick for suggesting us a
yes,
challenge.
Definitely. We love a challenge.
We'll get you later. And thank you to Larice for suggesting the Galliano, because that was a good suggestion.
It was.
Galliano is a fun little mixer in a lot of things.
And I like my little Robitussen here.
Yeah. You got your cold medicine? I got mine.
Oh.
What's next? Those pills from the Walgreens that are orange that taste really horrible?
Those are no joke.
I don't want to know.
Those are horse pills.
Yeah. They're serious. They work. They worked for me about 10 days ago.
They did. No. Mm-mm.
It's not bad as these things go. Although if you have a cold, I recommend the first two things we made, because those are classic cold medications.
Exactly. Well, the bourbon, hello, yeah, that's a winner.
Please.
But anyway, these are all good. They're all good. They were all good tonight.
Well, they're all good. You know,
So
we accept a challenge. If you have more, send them our way. We'll see what we can do.
definitely.
Still working on that children's aspirin thing, and you have something to do with this Kahlua business over here.
That'll be Tuesday.
Yep.
I already have an idea for that. I do.
Oh,
You gave me
I'm
a
not
look
doubting.
like, what?
No, I didn't give you a look. I'm not doubting.
So anyway, should we have dinner?
I think that'll be wise.
I think we should.
After some cough medication.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we should have some actual food
It'd be a
in
good
addition
idea.
to our cough medicine. So anyway, we will see you definitely Monday for Mocktail Monday. Probably this weekend for a live broadcast. And Tuesday, we'll have cocktails for if you're living in a frozen hell, which so many of us are.
It's not going to defrost in New York, and I doubt it's going to change very much in Balmer,
Nope.
in eastern Massachusetts.
Nope.
And I think Tammy can just stay in her hot tub, because
Oh my gosh, I'm so envious of your
Roanoke
hot tub.
is not going to defrost.
I'm so envious of your hot tub. So anyway, do you want to go live again next Thursday?
Maybe.
I love live.
Live is fun,
Live is fun.
and live is pretty easy.
I think live is fun.
Okay.
So anyway, have a fabulous weekend, and if you are in the path of one of these storms, be safe. Drive
Please.
carefully, and
If you have to drive at all.
Yes, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Wait, what's the button on this thing?
You gotta
Bye,
find
Julie.
it. You gotta find it.
Oh, here it is. See you soon.